The winter storm has made its way through the Triad, but it dumped a lot of sleet along the way. Take a look at this amazing video sent to us by a viewer. We think that the different colors are because a car has its flashers on nearby, but it sure does look cool, almost like Flashdance there. Another homeowner in Greensboro sent us this picture, the deer out and about trekking through that beautiful snow. While the storm is no longer in the Triad, its effects might linger for days. Take a live picture on that right. The cold temperatures are causing all those roads over there to freeze over, not helping things at all. The good news though, the risk of power outages continues to decrease. Good evening, I'm Ben Briscoe. Because of the potentially dangerous road conditions tomorrow, most school districts will keep their doors closed. Winston-Salem, Forsyth, and Rockingham County Schools will be closed tomorrow and Tuesday, as a matter of fact. Guilford County Schools, they already had a teacher work day tomorrow. We don't know about Tuesday yet. Randolph County Schools will also be closed tomorrow. Davidson County, Mount Airy City, and Surrey County Schools are also shutting down tomorrow. The one district that decided to go remote instead of shutting down completely, Alamance Burlington School System. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley. Tim, we talked about this storm for days leading up to it. You've been warning people. Now with it mostly in the rearview mirror, what should our focus turn to now?
Sure. So the big concern going into the storm, Ben, was a couple of things. Number one, the power outage risk. We can take that off the table now. We really got fortunate with this particular system. And that's a big thing because with the power on, we're going to be able to deal with the next couple of issues, which heat your home because we have cold air coming for a big chunk of this week. Single-digit lows on Tuesday morning. The one issue we can't avoid and can't do all that much about, the icy roads. That's going to be a bit of a concern, I think, on the side streets for several days. So here's what we have. That's a big winter storm that moved its way up and down the East Coast, not only the East Coast, but basically everywhere in the eastern United States. Right now, it's interesting to me, I'm stepping outside here to give you the weather report. The current temperature is about 28 degrees. Well, would you look at that? Right when we had that big heavy burst of sleet earlier, we warmed up. We were in the teens most of the day. That helped us to stay sleet a good portion of the time, but we really jumped right up when that heavy precipitation came down and I think actually mixed down some of that warmer air above our heads currently. Now, right now it is 28 degrees. You might notice these small little rain icons. I can report it is drizzling a little bit outside, very finely, but this is still freezing drizzle and this still can accumulate. I don't expect big problems from it. We already have the problems. It's not going to do all that much more, but still something to kind of keep in mind. If you park the car right now, it'll be icy in an hour. It's that kind of a thing. Here we go, heading into tomorrow and Tuesday. Both days will have icy roads, mostly talking about the side streets here. There's not going to be a problem on I-40 by midday tomorrow. They're going to have it clear. But you know the deal. The neighborhoods that don't get attention, they're going to have problems. And because it's cold outside, we're going to be cold all week. These problems could linger for a little while. So most of our issues are winding down. The power outages, happy to get rid of that. But the dangerous travel, that's the big concern and something that we will continue to follow day after day after day. And here's part of the reason why. We are seeing way colder weather than normal throughout the entire week. Temperatures will be in the teens and even possibly, yes, the single-digit low on Tuesday morning. One of the things you'll notice about the weather tomorrow, number one, the sun comes out. That's a positive. But also, we're going to have some gusty winds around here. 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts seem likely to me, and that'll be something that takes us through the day. So just keep that in mind for your Monday, whatever you might be doing. The roads are bad, especially on the neighborhoods. Sunshine will help us out. If you have any spots around your house that you really want to kind of clean up, wait for that sun to work some magic and then get after it. I think the afternoon time is a good time to kind of get some shoveling going on. Sleet is harder to move around than you might think. It's also harder to melt than snowflakes because it's made up of solid ice. I'll show you the 7-day forecast right here. Most of the days are going to be cold. As I said, in fact, I don't think we hit 40 degrees pretty much all of the upcoming work week.
The roads are going to be so rough, a lot of cities across the Triad are closing facilities and delaying garbage pickup. In Burlington, public transport will not be operating tomorrow. Chief administrative offices and the parks will also be closed. Solid waste collection will start up again on Tuesday. It's the same story in Winston-Salem. Greensboro also pushing back tomorrow's trash collection to Tuesday. Here in our state, the National Guard has helped local agencies during the storm. They posted a video on social media where they helped some stranded motorists get back out on the road. You can see them basically towing a semi-truck here. It's amazing what they can do. They used one of those long ropes there on one of their trucks to make it happen. Luckily, most people have taken the storm seriously, staying off the roads. When we checked it with local agencies, none here reported serious responses tonight. Greensboro police did post this picture, though, of a semi-truck that got stranded. Officers are pushing for people to continue to stay off the roads overnight and until further notice. Let's bring in our Kevin Kennedy, who's monitored conditions in Alamance County all day. Kevin, I know that we said we'd give you $10 if you sled down that hill. Is it going to happen?
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll check in a second. We'll see how much money you got in your pocket. Here's what I can tell you. Right now here in Burlington, it is basically clear. We're not dealing with any sort of precipitation or anything like that. Like Tim said, though, it is cold. I don't know if it's as cold as it was earlier because we don't get that wind that's swirling around right now. So it's a little quieter here from that standpoint in terms of the wind, so it doesn't feel as cold as it is. But he also talked about it. Boy, in all actuality, when it comes to the storm, we really dodged a major bullet. We dealt with the snow, we dealt with the sleet, but not a whole lot of the freezing rain that we were really concerned about. So there is kind of like about a little, maybe an inch, half an inch, inch and a half or whatever on the ground, but it's a little snow. And then some of that rain is on top of it, but not nearly as bad as what we were concerned about. So that means that snow or that freezing rain didn't really get on those power lines. And that's the big concern. But you can certainly see the parking lot. It's got a nice blanket of snow, and now it's kind of like got a packed in situation. So Ben, you talked about it a second ago. I don't know how much you got in your pocket. Here it is, buddy. I figure, look, if I'm going to be out here braving the elements for the last 12 hours or so, I'm at least going to try and see if we can pull this off. So I expect you to Venmo me something here within the next 20 minutes, and I will be checking my Venmo, Ben. Here we go, buddy. Huh? Not bad, right? Okay, Ben. I think you have my account.
That was amazing. That was worth every penny, Kevin.
I'll wait to hear the ching ching for you putting that $10 in my Venmo, my friend. I'll tell you, look, though, look, all things considered, though, it is dangerous. And that shows you a little bit about that's not a big slope. And that's how quickly I was able to come down that. And that's what our roads are going to be like, especially on those kind of secondary roads. So if you've got a little bit of an incline like that, or even a little bit less like that, and you're in a car that maybe not a four-wheel drive type situation, it's going to be tough. So just be aware, be careful, whether you're going uphill or certainly downhill. There could be some trouble spots. So just be safe, be smart, and kind of think about it a little bit before you decide to just go jumping on out there. Ben,
dude,
I'm exhausted.
You were going so fast. It was like Clark Griswold in Christmas Vacation when he puts the grease on the sled.
It felt like I was going 95 miles an hour. I'm sure it was like 18,
Definitely.
Maybe not even that, but it felt like I was going 95.
Hey, I'll pay you another $10 if you go again.
I will later. You come back to me, I'll do it again.
One-time offer. That's it, Kevin.
Okay, here we go. Come on. Okay, let's go. Hold on, I'll do it. I'm going.
Run, Kevin, run.
The things that I do for our friendship. Ben Briscoe, I cannot believe I'm doing this. This is only for you, Ben. I wouldn't do this for anybody else. I'm gonna hit a car, Ben. I don't know if there's ever been a pedestrian car crash where the pedestrian hit the car, but you got a little close, I gotta be honest with you. Okay,
Breaking
Ben.
at 11.
I'm waiting to hear the cha-ching, cha-ching.
Send me your Venmo. Text it over. Thanks so much, Kevin. You stay
See you
safe
guys.
out there. And I'm most impressed with the
Take
way
care.
you ran up that hill, by the way. Okay, so people are still trying to have a little bit of fun, but you know what? There is some seriousness out there. Like Kevin said, it's really slippery. Moving to Greensboro, a lot of neighbors are probably focused on what their roads will look like and which will get plowed at which point. Luckily, there's an interactive map which will tell you what happens when. You can find this on the city's website. There are red lines, then some have green lines with a black stripe on it. Well, those tell you what level of priority the road is. When looking to see if your road is plowed, you want to focus on the dots. Green means the city cleared it. Red with an exclamation point means they haven't gotten there yet. Also, it will turn blue when it's fully plowed. The city says they haven't finished all Priority 1 roads. They're working on that, and they'll have all Priority 2 roads that should be plowed by 7 o'clock tomorrow. Crews will move to even smaller roads after that happens. While crews are out there salting, brining, trying to clear the roads, conditions may still be dangerous for the next few days. Our Chad Silver explains why.
Hey there, WFMY News 2's Chad Silver here, giving you a little walk around my neighborhood to show you what conditions are like and also talk about what could be expected over the coming days. So this is my driveway here. This is my road that I use to get out of my house. And you can see the road is clearly covered by snow, sleet, freezing rain, and it's going to be an issue for a couple of days. So road workers told us a couple of days ago that if there is freezing rain, it's going to be really difficult to get these roads cleared. Now, keep in mind, yes, there are a couple of days this week we're going to go above freezing, so it will melt some of this, but it's not going to melt all of it. And then as soon as the temperature dips below freezing again each of these nights this week, it's going to refreeze and cause even more issues. The next day, rinse and repeat. So think about all of this melting every day and then freezing at night. It is going to be a big issue for days to come.
You can clearly see the ice under Chad right there, but there's another hidden danger, black ice. Claire Fry explains how black ice forms and the danger it possesses.
Today's Weather IQ focuses on something sneaky and dangerous this time of year, black ice. The National Weather Service defines black ice as a thin, transparent layer of ice that forms when water from rain or melting snow freezes on surfaces that are below 32 degrees. Because it blends so well with the dark pavement, it's nearly invisible, so most drivers don't realize they've hit it until it's too late. Black ice is most common overnight and early into the morning when air temperatures are near freezing but the road surface dips below freezing. It forms quickly on bridges and overpasses, which cool faster than surrounding roads, and in areas where snow melts during the day and refreezes at night. Anytime we go from wet conditions to a quick temperature drop, those patchy slick spots can develop. The National Weather Service highlights the risk in winter weather advisories or in special weather statements, especially after rain or snow events followed by plunging temperatures. These alerts are meant to signal that conditions could become very slippery very fast. To stay safe, make sure you slow down and drive much more cautiously whenever black ice is possible. Watch your first steps on sidewalks and driveways since they can ice over just as easily as the roads. Stay aware of advisories. Black ice is quiet, quick, and hard to see, but knowing the signs can help keep you safe through the winter season. With your Weather IQ, I'm meteorologist Claire Fry.
Okay, so a lot of black ice is stuff that melts and refreezes. Is it even going to have a chance to melt out there anytime soon, Alex?
I don't know, Ben. It depends on how close to freezing we get. And I think if we get to freezing even overnight, we don't have the sunshine to help us. Looking at current traffic, there's lots of orange on the map, but unfortunately, I spotted an area of red as well. And that looks like on I-40 there in Guilford County, south here of Greensboro. So if we zoom in a little bit closer here, you can see this stretch of I-40, some red, so maybe an accident here, not 100% sure. That could also maybe be some salt trucks or plows that people are stuck behind as well, but it does look like it's stopped. So that'll be something to kind of check out or be cautious of as you're going out and about. There's 85, there's 40. Again, this is just south of Greensboro there, just past 220. So heading eastward, looking a little slow there, and so be careful, use caution. Looking further to the north, though, traffic looking good and still some slowdowns there in Winston-Salem as well as Alamance County, mainly on I-40 again. Good. At least we're not seeing, again, any incident icons. I don't know about that red area. We'll just have to see if anything comes out of that. And then you can see here south into Randolph County dealing with that. Now, as far as our actual impacts over the next couple of days, we're just looking at a few inconveniences to daily life and daily interruptions. So that's the good news there. I do think black ice will be a concern every day this week as we see that melting during the day and then the refreezing as we go towards the evening hours because of the bitterly cold temperatures. So as Tim pointed out, hazardous travel will be the biggest thing to watch tonight into tomorrow and then potentially into Tuesday as well, as temperatures are just not going to warm. Our normal 30, we're not even close to that as we go through those overnight lows. And again, this will allow any melting during the day with the sunshine to refreeze. If you have any shady spots, you could see black ice there very easily as well. And so just be aware of that as we go through the next couple of mornings. Just because a lot of this stuff has been cleared does not mean we are scotch-free when it comes to black ice. It's something you should always take seriously, especially if we're going to have moisture, a moisture source around, and then seeing that melting and then the refreezing on area roadways as well. So look at our temperatures. I mean, we do get above freezing with a lot.